A day in the life of a nobody. A day in the life of a nobody.
Yeah, so starting to get sort of people knocking me now, which is nice. I don't know how I feel about that really. I suppose, Facebook has always been a bit of a poison chalice for me. I don't really. I find it quite an unhealthy place because people do probably what you're considering I'm doing, which is sort of talking about personal stuff that you don't care about. Because why would you? And so often you get people either fishing for stuff like, oh, I'm just anybody know any great restaurants near Leicester Square, stuff like that. And oh, why do you need to go to Leicester Square? Oh, just a little thing I've got, So things like that I don't particularly like. I sound like my dad, don't I? Yeah. Another thing I don't like. And people saying, oh, my wife is the most beautiful wife. Our love is purer than the... It's like, don't care. Or my children, I'm so proud. Again, don't care. That's obviously the cynical person in me, but at least I don't send them messages mocking them. I just quietly block those posts because they irritate me because I'm an old grumpy bastard, So yeah, the whole mockery thing, where does that come from? I don't know. In my head, I suppose it comes from trying to be cool, look cool, say stuff in front of your cool mates. Isn't he? Look at him, he looks alright. So I don't know. Is that the sort of the source of mockery? Is it to make yourself feel better? Is it to make yourself look better? Because you're being cool and you're pointing out other people's, sincerity. How dare they be sincere? Yeah, I don't know what I think about it really. I'm not going to, people don't like what I'm doing. They don't have to watch them. I suppose it's as simple as that. I'm quite good at switching off stuff I don't want to watch, so I suppose other people can do that as well. Why am I doing this? Well, I think it's kind of in the sort of the hashtag sort of titles really, which are sort of self-therapy. And again, why would you care? Well, there's no reason for you to care at all. I don't mind that you don't care, and you don't have to watch it. But the reason I am doing it is to kind of encourage myself really to talk things through and put things into little kind of boxes in my head so that I can manage them more thoroughly, and also to sort of delve a bit deeper rather than just the sort of blanket anxiety and thoughts that go through my head most of the time. That stuff where you wake up early in the morning and you're, when I say early, I mean, 3 o'clock in the morning and you can't go back to sleep because you're thinking about these things. Well, that happens to me quite a lot. So this is my sort of self-chosen opportunity to kind of talk things through a bit. And I suppose inadvertently, my intention is to encourage others to do it. And one of the reasons I'm doing it on this is because I think, as I may have mentioned in one of my other sort of posts, I don't really enjoy talking to people per se about my thoughts. I don't like that vulnerability, and I don't like getting sort of the response that I get, which is one where they want to help me or advise me. I don't want that. That's not doing anything for me. That's slightly irritating me, and I'm suddenly I'm a thing to be fixed. So this, I think, is quite a good certainly it's working for me. It helps me to kind of put things into perspective and also dig a bit deeper and find things out that I hadn't really considered. So that's what this is doing for me. And if it's boring you and you don't give a shit, why should you? Please just don't watch them. It's fine. Don't feel you have to comment. Don't feel you have to mock me for it. It's up to you if you do. Not going to stop me. It's just that's your thing if you want to do that. Don't worry about me either. I've had and bless them. Thank you those of you that have shown concern. That's out of the woodwork come people who are really kind and thoughtful and considerate. And Gemma's had quite a few. Is Ado all right? Is he all right? I am all right, thank you. I'm just experimenting with this sort of thing because it seems to be working for me. It all started when I was in Florida a few weeks ago when we were. It's a long story. I won't bore you with it, but I started doing these little stupid vlogs, and then realised actually it's quite interesting for me, at least, probably nobody else, to kind of just look around me and comment on it or talk about how I feel about things. And then I thought, rather than just doing funny ones, which is what I would, err towards because I enjoy humour, I thought, actually, well, you know what? Why not take it a little bit more seriously for once in your life, you old twat? So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking it a little bit more seriously and talking about serious things that do concern me, but I'm not burdened with the response other than people mocking me if they wish to, which is kind. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it, and I would encourage others to not necessarily post it on Facebook or TikTok or whatever, but if you feel uncomfortable talking to other people, as I do, about your feelings, about your thoughts, even if you don't ever post them anywhere, but just do this, talk to an imaginary audience, if you like, or an imaginary listener who doesn't respond, it's quite nice. It's quite an interesting exploration and possible development of your thoughts. So that's why it's working for me, and why I would encourage others to try something similar. There's also a good app, and they're not sponsoring me, but Marco Polo is a good one for sending messages to friends. So you do this, you record a video on your phone, and then you sort of send it, and they can look at it in their own time. And then they can possibly record something and send a video back. But it's the chance, again, to talk uninterrupted and let your thoughts therefore develop as you're thinking them. Which is helpful, because often, in conversations, you get halfway through a thought and somebody's, well, what you need to do, of course, is, or, well, this happened to you, that happened to you. You should have heard what happened to me. Which is fine, that's a conversation. But this isn't so much about a conversation. It's about a development of personal thoughts, really. So, yeah, if you enjoy listening to me just talking about my feelings and thoughts, carry on. If you don't, just block me and no hard feelings. All right.
And it would be so funny, it would be so funny if I had $1 for everyone. And it would be so funny, it would be so funny, a day in the life of a nobody. And it would be so funny, it would be so funny if I had $1 for everyone. And it would be so funny, it would be so funny, a day